can do, sir, please. Don't do this to my wife, man. You don't know what you're doing to my family, man. Please. I'm begging you. I'm literally where am I going to put my feet?
Today's video takes us to Fort Worth, Texas, where we're going to listen to Frauditor Carolina Fort Worth cry and whine about how she caught some new charges from a different district attorney. That's lovely indeed. I hope she gets about 180 days in jail. That'd be real good. Let's all sit back, watch, have a good laugh, hey, and most of all, enjoy!
This is the Tarrant County Justice Center, and when the judge called me up to his bench last Tuesday, I thought for sure he was just going to dismiss the resisting arrest charge. Instead, they added two more. They added interference with public duties and false reporting.
Now, good people, in case you don't know, this is Carolina Fort Worth. And here's 4 of her mugshots from 3 different counties in Texas. Yeah, she's 60 years old. Don't you think you're a little old for this nonsense, Carolina? Don't you think you should be planning for your retirement? I know I would be.
Then they gave me this piece of paper with my 3 charges. We'll go over that in a minute. But the person that gave me that paper was Lloyd Wetchell. He's the new district attorney on this case. That's him right there. And he makes big bucks, over $200,000 a year. So let's go back to the scene of the crime.
I don't think we need to revisit the scene of the crime. We all know what happened. The cop told you to move on and you didn't, and then you pretended like he beat you up. That's not what happened at all. If you really want to know what happened, watch Dr. Day's video. That's what really happened. Let's get to the new charges, though. Let's skip over this nonsense.
So this is what they said about count 3, and it's further presented in and to said court that the defendant in the county of Tarrant and state aforesaid on or about the 23rd day of June 2024 did then and there knowingly initiate or communicate a report or of a present or past offense or other emergency that she knew was false and baseless and that would ordinarily cause action by an official or volunteer agency organized to deal with emergencies. But what they left off was this. They have to prove that all 3 elements of this crime existed and occurred. Think about how I said it and where I said it and what I said to my audience.
Oh, yes, indeed. Carolina's a YouTube attorney. I can see that. She's a law expert for sure. That's why she's been in jail how many times? How many times? Yeah, we've lost count, and I'm sure she has too. But let's continue and listen in because we may learn something.
I did not cause action by an official or volunteer agency organized to deal with emergencies. I didn't place a person in fear of imminent serious bodily injury. Nobody was afraid of what I said. And I didn't prevent or interrupt the occupation of a building, a room, a place of assembly, a place to which the public had access to, an aircraft, automobile, or any other kind of mode of conveyance. So there you go. Not guilty of that one.
You see how that works, good people? When you act as pro se, your own attorney, you can just dismiss charges at will. Yeah, you don't need any case law or anything else. You just say, you know what, this isn't right. We're going to throw this out. That's how it works.
What they're not saying in this one is that they have 4 elements that they have to prove. And the first one is they have to prove criminal negligence, that I was acting within criminal negligence, which means a person ignores known or obvious risk or disregards the life and safety of others. Like you shake a ladder when someone's on top, or you take someone's arms and you throw them face down into the ground till they're unconscious for an hour and a half. That's what criminal negligence is. Now the second one they have to prove the second one, which is that the peace officer was performing a specific duty or exercising authorized authority. In other words, not every directive or action by a law enforcement officer falls within the interference with public duty statute.
I bet all you good people watching this didn't know it was so easy to become a YouTube lawyer, did you? If you had known that, you would have done it years ago, and you'd be rich and famous, just like Carolina. But maybe Carolina's rich and famous in the wrong ways. It doesn't matter. Let's continue.
Because some of them don't and some of them do. But see, I'm allowed to walk around and take pictures and record police encounters, but I'm not free to just create an unreasonably dangerous environment through an intrusion or threatening behavior. I didn't do any of that. So they have to prove that I did. The third one they have to prove is that they have to actually demonstrate how the suspect, how my conduct specifically hindered performance of his duty. In other words, he got out of the car to see me. I didn't go to his car. He got out of the car and saw me. I was in that area for 20 minutes. Nobody told me to leave except for him. There were no cones, there were no tape. He came to me.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around why a 60-year-old woman would be out in the middle of the night walking around with a camera recording the cops. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I didn't go to him to interfere with him. So that one's out. And the fourth one is they have to prove that this interference was more than free speech, if there is any interference at all, because most interference is physical. What I don't understand is when we pay somebody $200,000 a year, they don't see what I see and the rest of everybody else sees. How come he doesn't see excessive force, unlawful arrest, unlawful directives, violation of all my rights because I went to jail, I was hurt, I had my arm broken almost, and he doesn't see that, but they are treating me like a criminal at the court?
Well, good people, I'm going to leave it right there because she rambles for another 10 minutes and that's all it is rambling. Catches 2 new charges though. That's good news. Maybe she'll do some time out of this because these frauditors really need to cool their heels in jail. Yeah, it's too bad Chili couldn't have served his remaining 2 months. That would have been good for the lad. Well, at any rate, if you enjoy watching stupid people do stupid things on my channel, this is the place for you. Please subscribe, because there's no shortage of stupid people in the world. That's proven every day. By the way, check out Dr. Dave's website, drdave.media. You'll find a plethora of fools over there, as well as other social media websites. Just type in Dr. Dave Debunker to Google search engine, and you'll find me all over the map. Mostly Goat Boy, Lana, Rusty Boy, and Baby Girl Zach, because they don't like when I post about them on YouTube. So I took my case to the world and translated it into 4 different languages for everyone's viewing pleasure. As far as Carolina goes, 60 years old, it's never too late, but you're getting there, girlfriend. Cheers to that.
An ordinances book. Yep, that's correct. Come again. Is there any reason why these officers are here?
I got permission.
Sir, you cannot film me here.
Because the information you're providing is unlawful.
I don't want you
You can't film me.
Call the sheriff. I have permission.
You can't-
I don't
no, you
want
don't
you to
have
film. Don't
permission,
get close to
and
me.
that's all.
You want to go that route? What is the reason for calling the officers here? I want to know what your job title is to see if you're able to assist.
Who are you?
Who am I? Who's the one who called the officers in the first place? Because this may become a legal suit now. This is transparency. I'm conducting an audit. While I wait for the clerk to show me the statute about freedom of information, I need to do an inspection on the town, city, zoning and ordinances book.
I have permission. I have permission. I have permission to film here, sir.
Ma'am, please ask your superior before disrespecting somebody of the public. Where's the water department for this town?
Don't yell. I'm talking to you softly. Why are you yelling at me?
Sir, please stop recording me.
Okay, I need to do an inspection.
I understand that. Please stop recording me right now. You do not have my permission to record me.
Okay, is your facility open to the public?
Not currently.
Not currently, okay. Okay, can you comply with my request? Where's your water department? Ma'am, you're totally wrong. This will become a legal matter if you choose to go this route. Should I go over FOIA law with you?
No, I don't need to do that.
Show me the statute.
Sir?
Can you show me the statute?
Sir.
Who are you? Right.
What do you mean, who am I?
Where are you with?
What do you mean? I have the right to record, ma'am. I have permission here with me. I'll be waiting for the statute. Thank you. I'll be waiting for the book, sir. Ma'am, this is going to turn out a legal matter.
Okay, sir.
This is going to become a legal matter. Please comply. Pass. I got to pass. Along with an inspection on the zoning and ordinances book.
I'm going to be conducting some business here. I'm going to be recording it.
Ma'am, it's up to you, ma'am. And there may be a suit in the court of law for non-compliance. What do you mean who I'm with, ma'am?
I don't know what you want.
I don't know why you're giving me a hard time or a bad attitude. In order to do an inspection on a book readily available. Hi, ma'am. What's your first name?
How can I help you, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Can you tell me what's your first name?
Who are you?
The budget book, ma'am. I need to do.
I don't have. If you want to have a seat, I'll.
Sure, that's fine. Ma'am, I have permission to film. I have permission. I have permission here. Well, you see, the thing is, my good man. Anyhow, compliance is the key, folks. Where does it state that? Ma'am, I need stamped copies of these FOIA here.
Can I help you?
Yeah, sure, possibly.
I'm acting as press, ma'am. First Amendment.
And I also have permission here with me.
Okay, ma'am, you also have to abide by 2635.101 basic obligations of public service. Sir, I'm abiding by the statutes. It does not require a name in order to obtain record. Okay, well, you're talking unlawful. You're talking incorrect. That is not true what you just stated. Come again? Very rude. I'm not rude. It all shows on camera. You're the one who's rude. Well, anyhow.
No one really cares.
No one really cares? An inspection, if I wanted to take digital photocopies.
No, you cannot.
Absolutely, I can,
No,
ma'am.
you cannot.
Please comply with the law. Are you refusing service? Just tell me you're refusing service. Hand me over your business card and you will be hearing from my lawyer. If you go ahead and record, that means you're creating a public record and you cannot delete that off your personal phone. Your personal phone becomes a public record.
That's fine. I'll record it.
Okay. Well, sir, there's options to conduct business in person. You can't refer everybody to online. I'm not going to refuse my identification. However, I have not committed any crime. You cannot articulate that I have broken the law. Here's what I will tell you. Ma'am, there's no expectation of privacy in public.
You could just call me sir.
I'd like to file a police report of non-compliance about a employee that works here. Sir, I don't answer any questions.
You don't respect me. Why would
So therefore, I'm not obligated to provide any identification in this matter.
you talk about my wife? What does my wife have to do with anything?
No, I'm not providing an address, ma'am. I'm doing a general inspection.
What does my wife? Why put up a picture and say that's my wife of a goat?
Not in my uniform, however, I do have my clipboard with me. That is not lawful, what you told me.
We're gonna have a ball at your cemetery. We're gonna bring you a rose, okay? We're gonna bring you a rose and we're gonna say you were dishonorable. He's attached to the affidavit too. He's part of the enterprise. You drew first blood. Just like you do with all these auditors, you draw first blood. In the next 3 days, I'm gonna have a criminal enterprise community section, and it's gonna be real well detailed. I got an attorney that's helping me draft it up and write it up. Scumbag. You're just a plain scumbag, man. You want to say why I'm upset and stuff. We're gonna prove that you are breaking U.S. code. If I really wanted to be petty, I would take you to court. Fuck you and your mammy.